Good evening. This is All India Radio and I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. Polling concludes peacefully for assembly elections in Haryana and Maharashtra. Nearly 65% voting recorded in Haryana, while over 60% in Maharashtra. Voting also held for bypolls to Satara and Samastipur Lok Sabha seats and 51 assembly constituencies in 17 states. Counting of votes for both assemblies and bypolls on Thursday. Winter session of Parliament to commence on 18th November. India says it is ready to sign Kartarpur Sahib Corridor Agreement on Wednesday, asks Pakistan to consider waiving fee on pilgrims. And India close to series sweep as South Africa trailed by 203 runs after losing 8 wickets in the follow-on in final cricket test at Ranchi. Over 60% polling was recorded in the assembly elections in Maharashtra, while Haryana has recorded nearly 65% voting till 6 p.m. The polling was undertaken for 288 seats in Maharashtra and 90 seats in Haryana today. Speaking to reporters in New Delhi this evening, Deputy Election Commissioner Sandeep Saxena said the voting percentage is likely to increase. Deputy Election Commissioner Umesh Sinha said the polling was by and large peaceful and smooth in both the states. Mr. Sinha said voting in Naxal-affected areas was also peaceful.
Adequate security forces were deployed in both the states. The Naxal-affected area of Gadchiroli and Godia was totally peaceful, apart from other places being peaceful. This time, the Commission has also engaged the community radios in a big way, and more than 50 community radios across Maharashtra and Haryana. They were very proactive for voter education and awareness.
In Maharashtra, the BJP is contesting 164 seats, which include candidates of smaller allies, while the Shiv Sena has fielded candidates on 124 seats. On the other hand, the Congress has fielded 147 candidates and its ally NCP 121. Among other parties, MNS has fielded 101 candidates, the CPI 16 and the CPM 8. The BSP has fielded candidates in 262 constituencies. A total of 1,400 independents are also in the poll arena. Prominent candidates in the fray include Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis, Yuva Sena Chief Aditya Thackeray, and Ashok Chavan and Prithviraj Chavan of the Congress. We now go live to our correspondent Dhananjay in Nagpur for more updates. Dhananjay, Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis is contesting from Nagpur Southwest seat. How was the competition there?
Well, Valsa, out of the 62 constituencies of the Vidarbha, Southwest constituency in Nagpur holds the key, as the Chief Minister himself is contesting here. The battle in this constituency is involving 20 candidates, the highest in Nagpur. But the main competition is between CM and Dr. Ashish Deshmukh, pitted against him by Congress.
Right, Dhananjay, tell us about the main contest in rural Vidarbha and how was the voter turnout in the Naxal-affected areas?
Well, sir, the constituencies in Sakoli of Bhandara, Morshi in Amravati, Ballarpur in Chandrapur, and Hampi in rural Nagpur are some main constituencies in the rural Vidarbha. Sakoli, Morshi, and Amravati are represented by MLAs who are ministers in the state cabinet. Well, sir.
Right, thank you, Dhananjay, for those details. Now let us listen to our Mumbai correspondent of the overall polling scenario in Maharashtra.
In the battle of nerves, the fate of 3,237 candidates contesting the Maharashtra Assembly polls have been sealed in the EVM machines. On one hand, the BJP Shiv Sena is looking forward to make a strong comeback to power. The Congress NCP hopes to revive their fortunes. Barring few instances of sporadic violence and glitch in EVM machines, the overall voting took place on a peaceful note and in a transparent manner. Senior citizens, first-time voters, B-town celebrities, leaders from political parties, captains of the industries, Divyangs and the transgenders enthusiastically participated in performing their national duty. Kunal Shinde, AIR News, Mumbai.
In Haryana, total 1,169 candidates, including 104 women, are in the fray. Both BJP and Congress are contesting all 90 seats, while Indian National Lokdal has fielded its candidates at 81 seats in alliance with the Shiromani Akali Dal. We now go live to our correspondent Jitendra Dwivedi in Karnal. Jitendra, how was the overall scenario during polling in the state?
Valsa, polling remained peaceful across the state except some minor incidents. Electors of all age groups participated extensively in this celebration of democracy. There was a great enthusiasm among the youth, women and Divyangjans voters. Complaints of technical errors in EVMs and VVPAT machines were reported at some places, which were promptly replaced by officials. Valsa.
Well, now with the polling over, what are the security measures being taken for the EVMs and VVPAT machines?
Well, sir, now the work of submitting EVMs and VVPAT machines by polling parties have started, which will be continued till late night. These EVM machines will be kept in strong rooms where CCTV cameras have been installed for monitoring. At the same time, paramilitary forces have also been deployed for the security of the strong rooms. Valsa.
Right. Thank you, Jitendra. We now bring you more details from our Chandigarh correspondent.
In Haryana, the polling remained peaceful and colorful. The pink booths attracted women voters in large numbers. The impact of sweep program of Election Commission was also witnessed throughout the day. The women more than 100 years of age were seen casting their votes. In Narayangarh, an 118-year-old woman and in Karnal, 101-year-old woman exercised their right to franchise. The first-time voters were also seen celebrating this unique experience of polling. Haryana Chief Minister Manohar Lal reached the polling station on cycle to cast his vote. Ashwini Kumar Sharma, AIR News, Chandigarh.
By-elections were also held in 2 Lok Sabha seats and 51 assembly seats across 17 states today. The 2 Lok Sabha seats where by-polls took place are Samastipur in Bihar and Satara in Maharashtra. Assembly constituencies which went to by-polls today are 11 seats of Uttar Pradesh, 6 in Gujarat, 5 seats each in Kerala and Bihar, 3 in Sikkim, 4 each in Punjab and Assam, 2 each in Tamil Nadu, Rajasthan and Himachal Pradesh, and 1 seat each in Odisha, Telangana, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Meghalaya, Puducherry and Arunachal Pradesh. We now bring you a report on by-polls held in 11 assembly seats of Uttar Pradesh.
Barring some incidents of glitches in EVMs, overall polling was peaceful in the state. Heavy security arrangements were in place on all the polling centers of 11 seats. In morning, polling was a little slow, but as the day progressed, people came out in large numbers to cast their votes. At Gangoh seat in Saharanpur, polling percent was highest in the state. Voter turnout was quite low at Lucknow Kent constituency, where it recorded around 28%, almost half compared to average 50% in last 2 assembly elections. A total of 109 candidates were in the fray. This time, there was 4-cornered contest on all seats where BJP, Samajwadi Party, Bahujan Samaj Party and Congress have fielded their candidates. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
Counting of votes for both assemblies and by-polls will be taken up on the 24th of October. Maharashtra Haryana Janadesh 2019. Who will be the winner?
AIR correspondents will bring the latest election result updates.
Kunal Shinde from Mumbai, the financial capital of country.
Ramesh Jaivai from Aurangabad.
For AIR News, Nitin Kelkar from Pune.
Gauri Marathe from Nagpur.
Ashwini Kumar Sharma from Chandigarh.
For AIR News, Jitendra Dwivedi from Karnal.
Pratik Shrivastava from Rohtak.
Also, in-depth and precise analysis of election results by eminent experts.
24th October Thursday from 8:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 9:30 to 10:30 p.m.
Only on AIR FM Gold and other channels. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, visit our News on AIR app and follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website www.newsonair.com.
Maharashtra and Haryana Assembly polls 2019. As the people's verdict starts rolling out, Tune into DD India for live reports from every counting centre, clear leads and accurate results. For the most credible coverage, watch Janadesh, 24th October, 7 a.m. onwards, only on DD India.
The winter session of Parliament will commence from the 18th of next month. It will conclude on the 13th of December. The Parliamentary Affairs Ministry has communicated this to the Secretariats of the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Last week, the Cabinet Committee on Parliamentary Affairs had met under the chairmanship of Defence Minister Rajnath Singh to decide on the dates of the next session. New Delhi today told Islamabad that it is ready to sign the agreement on Kartarpur Sahib Corridor on Wednesday, but termed Pakistan's continuous insistence on levying a service fee of $20 per pilgrim per visit to the Gurudwara Kartarpur Sahib as a matter of disappointment. The External Affairs Ministry said it has consistently urged Pakistan that in deference to the wishes of the pilgrims, it should not levy such a fee. It also said understanding has been reached on most of the elements for facilitating the visit of pilgrims from India. It said, in view of the long-pending demand of the pilgrims to have a visa-free access to the Gurudwara and in the interest of operationalization of the corridor in time before the 550th birth anniversary of Guru Nanak falling on the 12th of next month, India has agreed to sign the agreement. India today slammed Pakistan for unilaterally stopping postal mail service between the two nations, saying the move was in contravention of international norms. Speaking to media on the sidelines of an event in New Delhi today, Union Minister for Communications and IT, Ravi Shankar Prasad, said Pakistan resorted to the move without giving any prior notice to India. He said the Department of Posts has thought of an action in this regard.
पाकिस्तान ने पिछले 2 महीने से इसको बंद कर रखा है। हमारे पोस्टल विभाग ने ये कार्रवाई सोची है क्योंकि एक प्रकार से जो पाकिस्तान का निर्णय है, इट इज डायरेक्टली इन कंट्रावेंशन ऑफ द वर्ल्ड पोस्टल यूनियंस नॉर्म्स। अब जब उसने भारत की चिट्ठियों को रोक दिया है तो फिर ये कार्रवाई।
Defence Minister Rajnath Singh today warned Pakistan to stop encouraging terrorism against India. Mr. Rajnath Singh said efforts to destabilize and weaken the country were thwarted and given a befitting reply by the Indian Army. He was speaking after the inauguration of Colonel Chewang Rinchen Setu on Shyok River in west of eastern Ladakh, near the line of actual control with China. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has congratulated Joko Widodo on his re-election as the President of Indonesia. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said Indonesia is India's close maritime neighbour. Mr. Modi expressed confidence that under the dynamic leadership of Mr. Widodo, our friendship and comprehensive strategic partnership will further deepen. In the ICC World Test Cricket Championship, South Africa were 132 for 8 at stumps in their second innings against India on the third day of the third and final test at Ranchi. Dean Alger retired hurt when his score was 16. India close to a series sweep as the Proteas still trailed by 203 runs. Earlier, resuming at the overnight score of 9 for 2, the visitors were forced to follow on when they were bowled out for 162 in their first innings in response to India's 497 for 9 declared. India lead the 3-match series 2-0. The News Services Division of All India Radio in its weekly bilingual live phone-in program, Public Speak, will bring you a discussion tonight on awareness towards vital health issues, osteoporosis and iodine deficiency disorders. This can be heard on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Polling concludes peacefully for assembly elections in Haryana and Maharashtra. Nearly 65% voting recorded in Haryana, while over 60% in Maharashtra. Voting also held for bypolls to Satara and Samastipur Lok Sabha seats and 51 assembly constituencies in 17 states, counting of votes for both assemblies and bypolls on Thursday. Winter session of Parliament to commence on 18th November. India says it is ready to sign Kartarpur Sahib Corridor Agreement on Wednesday, asks Pakistan to consider waiving fee on pilgrims. And India close to a series sweep as South Africa trailed by 203 runs after losing 8 wickets in the follow-on in final cricket test at Ranchi. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.